Evening, dear leaders. I promise you I'll be taking you through the Yunus concept briefly before our Zoom meeting tomorrow. Okay, so I want to give you a little background on the Yunus Loop DeFi smart contract. It all begins from Mohammed Yunus, or Professor Mohammed Yunus, born 28 June 1940. Also known as Dr. Mohammed Yunus or Dr. Yunus. He is a Bangladesh social entrepreneur, banker, economist, and civil society leader who was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for founding the Grammy Bank and pioneering the concept of microcredit and microfinance. These loans are given to entrepreneurs too poor to qualify for traditional bank loans. Yunus and his Grammy Bank were jointly awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their effort through microcredit to create economic and social development from below. So this young man, this professor, was economics professor, teaching in his university for over 15 years, and realized that he was not making impact because there were a lot of people in his community who were very poor and lacked access to funds or funding to start their own small businesses. He decided to get to the grassroots and started lending out money to help these people to do business without collateral. And people were taking money from him on loans, trading, and bringing in the loan and the profits and the interest. At the point, he realized that the demand was too high. He couldn't meet the demand. He started collecting money from people who can lend money to him and giving it out to the borrowers, and they were doing business and they were returning the interest and the capital. And he was then giving small interest to those who were lending the money to him. Look at this carefully. So he became the middleman between the lenders and the borrowers. He takes from the lenders, give it to the borrowers at a little bit higher interest, get that interest, share it with the lenders. And he was doing this, and he was able to help a lot of poor people, poor farmers, poor entrepreneurs who could not qualify for what? Traditional bank loans. He raised them from zero to hero and raised a lot of millionaires out of this his initiative. He then established a bank in the United States called the Grammy Bank, and together with his community he had a lot of positive impact and pulled a lot of people out of poverty. His ideas was then discovered and was supposed to be immortalized, all right, and then everybody can benefit from it. Cornell University of New York has a lab that is into blockchain technology. They stumble upon this innovative idea of Mohammed Yunus, and they try to find a way to take this idea and expand it to the whole world, extend it to everybody to benefit from it. They want to do it in such a way that nobody can manipulate the system. In doing that, they thought the only trustworthy system that everybody can trust, and it is transparent, is the blockchain, smart contract, and DeFi. And so they coded Mohammed Yunus' ideas, initiative. They coded that whole initiative, or let me say, they develop it into what we call smart contract. And a smart contract is a coded system that obeys instructions. All right. So they put that whole idea of lending and borrowing through microcredit into a smart contract, and then deploy it fully on the blockchain, so that even the owners cannot manipulate this idea. They cannot manipulate it. So now the blockchain is now the middleman between the smart contract is now the middleman between the lender and the borrower, assisted by the blockchain. So the smart contract will be the one to pay everybody. So therefore, the total interest realized will now be shared entirely to the community. In the banking and finance system, the same thing is done. They take money from depositors and then give it to borrowers at higher interest rates. They take the capital and the interest, take the lion's share of the capital of the interest and give you a peanut. All right. In the decentralized system, the smart contract is a middleman and it does not take any money for itself. So all the interest generated is shared, all right, to the lenders. That is the beauty of decentralized system. This is the background of Yunus concept. I will now go into the project in details. So take this background. You can read much more about Mohammed Yunus and get all the details. His initiative was to help the poor and the needy. All right? Through this concept, the poor man with $10 can invest and make the same profit margin as the rich man who invests $100,000. So everybody is placed on an equal pedestal scale to benefit from the same outfit. Follow me closely.